Kaiser Chiefs have finally unveiled their first re-signing of the season. As you know, the 1st of July, this is where the transfer window opens up. 1st of July to the 22nd of September. Flavio Silva is their new lethal striker from Indonesia, or the Indonesian League, let me say. Ethan Crislet and Unkanyi Soshinga, which I did drop a video this week about. If you haven't subscribed, if this is your first time watching the video, you can go back. Ethan Crislet now in coverage leader with Ecuador, and this week I dropped the video. Yagankai so Shinga, welcome back to the video. Welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to the test line. All the South African football buffet too. If this is your first time, like I said, please don't forget, give a boy a like, give a boy a subscription, subscribe, and don't forget to click on that notification bell so we can keep on dropping this nice content. Now, sibuyile ngendaba mfethu, sibuyile. Kaizer Chiefs week, I guess, because the minute the transfer window yavuleka, then the football fraternity is going wild, trend, and people are quite happy with what they've seen so far. So the two guys I won't talk about too much about, but I remember I did mention that this striker, I've been mentioning the striker for a while because there was wind talk around them looking for a strike, and now he's unveiled. He's a Kaiser Chiefs player. So we want to go back. Why is it so interesting? And just to give a profiling of the player, so we can understand what we're working with and where Kaiser Chiefs can improve and what they've done so far. So his name is Flavio Silva. He has citizenship from Portugal and citizenship from Guinea-Bissau. But I think he's chosen Portugal. He hasn't represented them for obvious reasons, and probably will get a chance if he chooses to change to Guinea-Bissau. So that team is a 1.8, I think it's 1.84 meters tall. He's very tall. As you can see, he's very built. He's 29. He's a junior international. He's played for the under 16 and under 19 for Portugal, actually. So he's well developed. And he's also now, in the last two seasons, he's played for in the Indonesian league. Now, look, Indonesia is in the AFC region, Oceania, the clubs that they're playing now in the Club World Cup more especially. That's the region. That's what they qualify for. Now, a lot of people question, because I want to bring this conversation, because it seems to be a bit of doubt in regards to who he is. Since at least now we know who we're talking about, right? But I guess the big question is, have Kaiser Chiefs learned their lesson? Remember when we went back in Katizagamangete, we had Caleb, we had this guy, Gonzalez, he had a long name, with like Simbiza password, Ranga, Tashrik Matthews. So the striking force has always been a problem, especially with the type of strikers that we have actually have signed in the past. So if you were to go back, there's one thing I want to leave you with, and to notice that there is a bit of a difference. I think that's why there's an excitement and an anticipation in what this guy can bring. Caleb came, but remember with Caleb, the issue here is that Caleb was not playing at the time, and he came for trials and he actually failed trials. Then there was a panic because Kaiser Chiefs couldn't agree terms. I think there was an Anyi Somayo situation at the time, and they went out. I think there was an international striker that they were looking for, and they couldn't meet terms in terms of money and time. They eventually called back Caleb because there was a desperation for strikers, because I think we had only Dupree. Now, second season comes Password from, I don't know, South America. He doesn't impress, failed to even score a goal. We signed Rang. Now, Rang goes into the season as well. He's injured, but he had a good campaign with Marumo Gallants. Scored, really was one of the top scorers, but he didn't win the Golden Boot. But he had a good campaign, UCAF, with Marumo Gallants as well. So we are buying that CAF experience. And also with the latest mistake, I believe, was with Tashrik Matthews. Now, if you get injured just like Ranga. Ranga spent preseason injured, came late into his first season, and he never felt like we bought the same player. Tashreeq Matthews as well had a good 6 months in the Super Sport, scored 1 or 2 goals, scored against us as well. Then we bought him in that January transfer preseason, or no, January transfer season. And we still haven't really gotten a proper striker. Now, coming to this guy. So I've mentioned where he plays and what he might bring. So I've seen the videos. So he's an all-rounder, like what we've been looking for. Because all those players I've mentioned, this is the same profile. But I think the difference is this is why I'm happy with the scouting. The Nabopo will be doing things themselves. I mean, Utera is coming and they've gone deep. Because remember, the reason why Kaizer Chiefs is not dealing with local clubs or nearby, maybe in Zimbabwe, Zambia, and all that. I'm checking the time. Ne? It's a situation where, at this stage, PSL clubs are not willing to work with us. So we need avenues and ways of being able to make sure that we are still bringing at least some sort of quality within our league. And at the very same time, we are able, if we're going out there, we are making sure that we're looking for the same profile. Someone who's good in the air, which he is. Someone who's also good on his feet, which he is. Someone who's a goal poacher, a finisher, a net eater, a sniff for goal, who you can come from the left and the right. Remember, Ranga most of the time when he comes from his left, he wasn't good. It was only good when he has the goal, good line, or coming from his right channel. Then also, obviously, he's someone who's mobile. He's tall, but he's very mobile, he's agile, and he doesn't play as a center as well. He can play on the side. So it's a good purchase for me. I think that's my point, if not to track this point. And the last thing I want to leave this video with is, for the mere fact that this guy, since he played in these 2 seasons, he has a 50% goal scoring ratio, which is very good. This is an improvement from all these other 4 signings that we have tried to fill, and when it comes to the strikers department. So it's a good competition for Dupree. Matthews, if he still stays. And remember, there's rumors that we are looking for Itios Ikaduro is free, I hope. And if we add him, now we have a bit of competition. So at least now we know that in that department, I think Kaizer Chiefs is a good chance of competing. So for me, that's what I'll leave it with. Leave your comments. Tell me what you think. As Kaizer Chiefs fans, are you happy? Are you satisfied? Do you think Kaizer Chiefs are moving in the right direction? Is it a difference this time? We are not just being hopeful of, hey, Kaizer Chiefs are just signing players or new players for the sake of signing. But is there light at the end of the tunnel? I believe so. I'm not saying they're there, but I think what they've done here with Utera has given the club a fighting chance, at least, to have someone who can give us the goals. And they've signed Ethan Crislet and also Unkai Soshinga. That shows what they are looking for about who's going to feed the striker the goal. So for me, it's a good signing. Let me see you on the next video. Thank you so much for those who keep supporting the channel. See you on the next video. This is your boy Machine once again. Signing out.